Welcome back to Shane's Main Shop. Today we got to put a new drive belt on the ride lawnmower. I was mowing the other day and I noticed it was slipping, and I was cruising right along, and all of a sudden I've lost all forward motion and of course reverse and everything as well. And the answer, or the reason for that, was the belt broke. Here it is right here. So we're going to go ahead and put a new one on. Now I think you can do it without removing the mower deck, but it's much easier if you take the mower deck off. So that's the first thing we're going to do, and I'll show you a little bit of that process. So if you have, this happens to be an 18 horse Craftsman 2 lawn tractor, and this is about, I'd say 25, maybe 25, 30 years old, I would say. It's a 6-speed with a 44-inch mower deck, so it's not new, still runs great. And just, needs a new belt. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So to take the mower deck off, you just got to pull these pins here. And I just turn them sideways so they don't pop back in the hole. And there's some front and back. Well, sometimes you got to mess around with it. And I might have to put the camera down to do it. Yeah, so there's weight on it. So if I can lift on the mower deck at the same time, it pulls out a lot easier, as you saw right there, and then it drops. I'm going to go and repeat that on the other side. So after you get those four pins pulled, the last thing is just the belt itself. You're just going to pull this. If you pull your mower deck forward a little bit, you just pop this belt off, and just take that. I tuck it up out of the way, and now I will raise the mower deck control arm back up, which will pull these arms up here out of the way, allow me to slide the mower deck out from underneath the mower. So what I have to do is just wiggle it up and down just to get these front ones loose here, because those don't go up and down with the control arm. And that's all there is to removing the mower deck. Okay, so let's get to the real reason why I'm doing this, and that is to get the new belt on. I'm just going to show you a little bit of what I have to do, because I'm going to need both hands to do it. Let me just back the camera up here so you get a perspective of what's going on here. I can open this up just to let some light in, but basically this is my drive pulley right here, and the belt's got to go down, wrap around that pulley, down. It's got these pulleys here. Hopefully you can see that. These pulleys here, the belt goes underneath these, through here. Then it goes around this idler pulley here. Hopefully you can see that, I don't know. And then eventually makes its way back here to the transmission pulley. And it's pretty dark under here, but hopefully you can see that. I'm spinning it right here. I think that's a better angle. So that's the root of the belt. So I got to get it around this one, around here, around these, and then back up to here. So I don't know how much I'll be able to show you of this, but I will try. Alright, so in order to get the belt over this first pulley inside here, you got to loosen up these. There's one of these on each side. All it's doing is holding this belt guide. I can pull this out and show you it, hopefully. I guess that I can't really pull it out, but if you look down to the top here, you can see this belt guide. I'm just going to lift it up so I can get the belt around the pulley. So I'm just lifting this up and putting the belt around that. Now, I'm not going to tighten this back up or anything until we're sure we got everything in the right spot. I'm going to weave it underneath like this. I don't know how much of this you can see. Probably got to get the light up here. Alright, so the two belts coming down, or the two sides of it, are going to come down and wrap over this here. Like so. And you just got to weave it underneath this guide here. So now that's in position. So you're around your top drive belt, and you're around these belts here, pulleys here, and the pulley up top. Alright, so one thing I didn't tell you when it comes off the belt, the pulley up top, you'll notice these two pulleys are different. One of them has a flat base, and the other one is a V. So if it's the V, obviously the belt goes in there correctly. This one, the belt goes in upside down. So these pulleys are designed to position the belt to prepare it to go to the back and go up over the other pulley correctly. So if my lovely assistant Tracy, my wife, will hold the camera, I think like that. I hope this is getting everything for you. So the one that's upside down over here is going to go also upside down on this, because this pulley is a flat pulley. So
I can't find that pulley. Oh, now I see your fingers.
So that will be upside down on that one. And then it's got to go up. There's another pulley up here. Hopefully you can see it. And this is going to go up on top of that pulley. And that pulley is a regular pulley with a V groove in it. So the belt's going to go correct on top of that one. It's a little tricky. Not a lot of room. But it can be done. Okay, so hopefully you can see the path. So now with it upside down on this one, it meets this pulley up here properly, and it's correctly with the V groove going into the pulley, the belt, so it's on it correctly, which sets it up to go on this pulley back here correctly, because this is a V, regular V pulley, not a flat base pulley, and the belt's going to go in there correctly. Now make sure you get your belt on the other side of this thing here, this basically a belt guide, and then we got to get it over this last pulley. So as I just said, you got to get back over that last pulley, which is this one right here. It goes right into your transmission. This top pulley I just went over a second ago is your idler pulley, and it's also the one that releases when you push the clutch in. So you got to release this so you have extra belt to get around this pulley. And the best way to do that is to have a helper push the clutch. And I can pull it with my hand, and you can see I moved that whole thing. But I got to use my hands to get the belt over this back pulley. So if my assistant again will push the the clutch / brake pedal, as you can see, it drops right down and gives me a lot of extra belt here to work with. And then I can go ahead and get it over this pulley, hopefully. So I'm going to try feeding it from the top. I think that will be easier. So once Tracy's ready to push the clutch in, I have a lot of extra again. I'm going to go ahead and feed the pulley onto the belt on the top of the pulley. And let me see if I can set this camera down here for a minute. Okay, so now I got the camera stable. So we're just trying to get it over this, the clutch release pulley, and then over this last pulley. So now I got two arms with the camera down, and I can put it on the top of this transmission pulley here, and then work it around. Almost there. So basically I'm just feeding it around this last pulley. Okay. And that should have done it. Tracy, you can go ahead and release the clutch. Alright, let me just take the camera here again. This is where it starts. Transmission pulley. Comes off the top of the transmission pulley. Goes over the clutch release pulley, which loosens the belt so you stop. Under an idler pulley here. Continues along this path to another idler pulley here, which is upside down. It's on the flat base belt pulley. Goes up to the drive pulley up here, over the top of the drive pulley, back down to the other idler pulley here, makes its way to the back, straight back really, and just goes to the bottom side of the transmission pulley here. So that's really all there is to it. It really isn't that hard. More of the work was trying to hold the camera in position while we're doing this. And of course having a second person to hold the clutch down is vital, but there's other ways you can do it. You can depress the clutch and clamp it in position with a clamp or something like that. But that's how you change the drive belt on a 30-year-old Sears Craftsman lawn tractor. And thank you to my assistant, Tracy, who's getting up and all covered with dirt too. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'm just going to get the mower back deck under here, the mower deck back underneath, which I don't need to show you. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for swinging by Shane's Swing Shop. Please like, subscribe, comment, come back often for more videos. As always, have a great day. Thanks for the help. Oh well, I'm dirty. Well, yeah, I know. We've been doing stuff outside all day today. Alright, that's it. Let me get this thing back together.